Hey guys, it's Katie. Thank you for checking out this video. I, as the title probably says, am just going to share with you, hopefully pretty quickly, some of my favorite underrated eyeshadow palettes. Just some, they came out, a couple people talked about them a little bit, and then they were to never again be seen. Some of them were limited edition, but still, I don't see people use them even in like throwback makeup videos, which I just filmed one. So I will try to link that. I think it's up here. So I'm just gonna share mine, and if you have them, get them out of your collection. If you don't and they're still available, maybe check them out and see if they'd be something that you would use a lot, because I really enjoy all of these. Okay, first we're gonna start out with one that is, it was limited edition, but it was limited edition for like an entire year. And it is my favorite and my go-to colorful eyeshadow palette. And every spring and summer it brings me joy. And that is the Flamingo palette by Voss. And just look at it. I mean, obviously giant mirror, but these colors. What I find so unique and so incredible about this palette is that most of the shimmer shades, like take these blues, they have one or two matte colors to be used along with it. So you can use these matte colors in this shimmer. Here's like a matte coral, here's two corresponding shimmers. Here's oranges. We have two like kind of matte oranges in a shimmer, yellow shimmers. I just think there's so much you can do with this palette and so many complete looks you can get with this palette because of the ratio of mattes and shimmers, deeps and lights and pastels, and I just really like it. I mean, you can do a really simple one color look but use the matte and the shimmer of that color, or you can do a super colorful look. The second one is this Stila palette. Again, not sure if it's still available, but if you can get it secondhand, this one is for neutral lovers. This is the Eyes Are the Windows Soul palette, and I've only ever seen one other YouTuber talk about this, but they just have so many great neutral shades, from warmer to cooler, deeper, lighter. I mean, if you stick in this row, you can get very light looks, medium, deep looks. I like that it's set up that way. Again, there's shimmers, there's mattes, darks and lights. These are terrible swatches, but these are just some of the shades that you can work with. And I feel like this is the type of palette where whatever look you choose to create with it, it's going to look good. Like, you can't go wrong because these shades are so much in the same color family, but yet different enough that you can be creative with it. So I really like this for traveling as well, because like I said, you can do day to night, kind of light, medium, and deep. So that's a great palette. One that I think I've only ever seen Emily Noel talk about, and she does talk about it a few times in her videos that I've seen so far, and it is the Nudes of New York palette by Maybelline. And holy cow, if you like nudes, I mean, this isn't that old, and I think it's around $14 or $15. Okay, so my battery died, of course. So we were talking about the Nudes of New York by Maybelline. Again, like that Stila Soul palette, these are the type of shades where you can get different looks, but it's almost like no matter what shadows you use to make your look, it's going to look good. You have your deeper mattes, you have your lighter transition mattes, you have your shimmers and your bronzes, your coppers, your golds. You can make the look more warm if you want. You can make it a little bit cooler. or neutral. Let me put some of the mattes on here. But look at some of these mattes. And it's a great formula, blend easily, they pack on the eyes, and again, very affordable. And if you're a neutral lover, I think you would really enjoy this. This is something like you could wear to work every day. You know, I'm a teacher and I would feel comfortable picking through this eyeshadow palette every day versus the Flamingo palette. The next one, how many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I have 6 of them in an honorable mention. The next one was also limited edition. I do think they brought it back the next year for a seasonal time, but I think it's gone now. But if you have it, pull it out. Don't declutter it. It is the Urban Decay Beached eyeshadow palette. So I am a cool toned girl when it comes to eyeshadow favorites and things that I like to wear. And I'll go a little bit neutral warm, but not all the way warm. When I open this up, this is like the opposite of my preferred color scheme. But you'll see how gorgeous it is and why it drew me in. These shades. These pops of blue right there. You can't beat them. And plus, it's that really great Urban Decay formula. Let me swatch some here on my hand. The warm shimmers are amazing. Creamy, but not too creamy and powdery. Extremely pigmented and gorgeous. And then the blue shades, of course. I will say I bought this because of the blue shades. But I was like, okay, I can't buy a whole palette just because I like 2 of the shades. So I started using the warm shades and actually really like them. So look at these. These may be the best swatched eyeshadows I have. These obviously are some of the warm tone shimmers. And you can see we have like a very warm, kind of in the middle warm, and this is a little bit on the cooler side. And then these 2 blues. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I can't ever get rid of this palette because it just has the most gorgeous, shimmery, summery shades that aren't too out there like the Flamingo palette. It's like a wearable summer colors palette. So fan of that. I don't know if I've ever seen one other person on YouTube talk about it. I mean, and I don't obviously follow everybody, but okay, this one I have seen, I think, one other person, Mandy Lee, who is adorable, talk about it because she loves BH Cosmetics and the Love in London palette. Now, when I first saw this, I was attracted to the whole London theme because I did a study abroad program in London, England. And so it brought back all the good memories, all of the nostalgia. And then I saw it was affordable, only $15, I think. And sometimes BH is on sale. So then I was like, okay, 2 for 2. But the biggest concern is, okay, am I going to like the shades inside of it? Am I going to use it? Because I can't just purchase it just because I went to London once. But then I opened it and I was like, and it's only $15? What? Okay. So what's great about this one is it is a lot of neutrals, which we like. But it, like up in this corner, if you use these, you're going to get a very light look. Like for every day or for work, or if you are on vacation using it. And then if you go down over here, you're going to be able to deepen up your look and get more of a smoky look. And you have a lot of your neutral colors, but you also have, you know, your pops of gold and like a slate blue, a dark purple. I feel like the only word that comes to mind when I look at these colors is they're just royal. I mean, you have this deep purple, this more of like a taupe silver, this is a matte brown, this is kind of like that slate blue and then a deeper blue. So you can, again, get very wearable, neutral, light looks out of it. You can get a little bit more color and smoky and deepen it up. And it's $15 and I love London, okay? But I actually hear from those who do purchase from BH that their eyeshadow palettes tend to be incredibly good. If you've never tried BH Cosmetics at all, I definitely would. They're affordable. They have great color stories. They're innovative and creative. And the shadows are really, really good. Last palette, and then I have an honorable mention, is by Wander Beauty. And I hear Wander Beauty kind of sparsed out throughout different creators' videos. But I never hear about the Chill palette. And like I said before, I gravitate towards cool tones, and this is like my perfect travel palette. It's small, but it has what I want right in here. So these two are mattes, and then the other four are kind of just satin shimmer, which is perfect because this is like a light all over the shade matte. This is a perfect transition matte for any of these shades. So let me show you. We have like a light kind of pink, more of a taupe, more of a purple, more of a brown. Okay, so these are the four shimmers right here. So there is a variance in color depending on what kind of look you like. And there's that matte brown. That's a great transition color. And again, like I said before, day to night looks. You can stick really with this top row to get a very light day look and then deepen it up with these shades down here. So to me, this is the perfect travel palette. I don't really even need to add anything else. They do have a version of this that is with the warmer tones, if that's more what you're into. But I just love the whole aesthetic of Wander Beauty being built around like travel and things like that. So I'm a fan of that. My honorable mention is from a brand I've actually heard no one else talk about anywhere. However, I kept getting Instagram ads for it, and finally it hooked me in. They are cream eye pencils from the brand Alleyoop. Alleyoop, right there. Alleyoop. They're called the 11th Hour eyeshadow sticks, and they just recently came out with more shades. But the shades I have that I love, and I actually wore one yesterday, just drew it all over the eye, kind of blended it at the crease with my finger. This one is called Charcolit, kind of like charcoal and chocolate. And you'll be able to tell these are very up my cool toned vibe. This one is called Bronze Metal, so it's, you know, obviously more of a taupey bronze. These are the two colors there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I would wear these every single day to work as a teacher. They are ones that I found I really do need an eye primer under because they just kind of slip away. They're not as like thick and don't have as much stay power as, say, the Nude Sticks crayons, or I don't know, Laura Mercier has the Caviar sticks. So they do need an eye primer in my opinion. But oh my goodness, they're so simple for a one shade look, so fast. I mean, you can just throw a beautiful look together using one of these, and even use it, I would even take it on my lower lash line too and just put some mascara on and your eye look is good. So those were my honorable mention. I love the brand, and they're kind of mid-range. They're not as expensive as Nude Sticks or Laura Mercier or any of the other companies that are kind of have put out crayon eyeshadows. But they're not like e.l.f. price either. They're in the middle, but they have some really cool products. So I encourage you to check out Alleyoop. Okay, so those are some of my underrated eyeshadow, eye color products. Thanks for checking out this video, and I will see you next time.